tell me the situation where he bites you. Now, and then you have actually told me some of them, but actually what I need to ask is, does he bite every time? Does he bite you to bleed? He punctures the skin. That means he means it. I need to know, how old was he when you had him home, when he came to your house? Is he from a breeder or a pet shop? So he was probably also traumatized, and he has probably been teased by people while he was there. And that's why he doesn't trust people. And he has found out how he can make people stop by using, you write here that he has used his mouth ever since he got to your house. And that means that he has probably learned that is how I chase people away when he was at the pet shop. Do you know how long he has been at the pet shop before you took him home? But the first thing that needs to be done with him is building up his trust to you. So please tell me, how do you react when he bites you? How does it make you feel inside here? Do you get angry? Do you get scared? Or what does it do to you? What do you say to him when he bites you? Do you take away, like, do you do like this, or do you walk out the room? Yeah, you're a brave woman. How does he react when you stand there? Does he keep biting, or does he bite and then sit down or lie down or hands, or what does he do? Does he lie down? But when you walk out the room, do you look for him, or do you just walk away? Okay. Does he lie down, or does he sit and stare at you, or what does he do? With pricked ears or ears back? And the tail, is it down or is it up over his body? I don't expect that you can, it was just nice to know what he does, but it's okay if you don't remember. Okay, and you were panicking. No, I understand. When was the first time he bit you so severely? Okay, so can you think about his reactions if you come from the side, where if you come from his right, where he can't see you? Is there any different reaction from him if you come from the right or if you come from his left? So he has been in pain for a long time before the surgery. He must have been. And that could be actually, that could have been started from when he was a puppy. He could have started, he has learned how to defend himself at the pet shop. Then he started to use it a little bit in his new house. Then the pain kicked in, and he knew that kind of behavior actually helped him. Because when you are biting, when you are showing aggression, a lot of hormones are expelled in the body, and the dog is actually, those hormones that is expelled in the body is also painkillers. So that's why the dog uses aggression to keep his pain on a low level, or even take them away for a while. And that is, now he has also built that behavior into a pattern together with that, he also gets spooked when something is coming. He feels not sure when something is coming from the side where he can see it. And then his pattern shows him that this kind of reaction gives him the peace and quietness that he wants. Somebody leaves him. You write that he's neutered. At what age was he neutered? 5 months old. Whoa. And how was his behavior at that time when you neutered him? Why did you neuter him? So the first thing I think you should do is that you need to build up a good relationship with your dog that is based upon trust, because he trusts no one. Because even when you get into the room, he can from time to time start biting you. But I think he gets easily, and then his reaction is biting. And one thing also is that nobody should take anything away from him except for the owner. As long he doesn't trust anyone, he's not even 100% trusting his owner, and that doesn't make it better that somebody else is taking something from his mouth. So the first thing, you need to build up a very good relationship based upon trust, and then you need to train him to leave it on command. I need to know, how do you play with him and how did you socialize him? But you see, when you do play tug and war with the dog who feels like that, you actually strengthen that his feeling that contact to people is done by force. So please stop tug and war, frisbee, throwing ball, throwing sticks, all things that is considered as wild play. Stop that. And if he is together with other dogs, you need to have a controlled, play nice session. And there are trainers that can help you do that. But I really would love to see you and your dog for a consultation where I could help you and how you build it up, because he's 4 years old, he's neutered. It makes it harder to work with. I'm sorry to say so. I have a lot of ideas for training that with the dog, because first, he also needs medication. That would be great to calm him down. And then every time you are doing something, for instance, if he's in a room and you enter the room, start talking before you enter the room so he can hear you come, even though he can't see you, and start tossing nice treats. So it's a pleasant thing for him that you arrive. And when you have to take his ball for cleaning or whatever it is you need to pick up from the floor, make sure at the same time you bend down, you toss some very yummy treats the other way, so he's occupied taking the treats instead of focusing on what you're doing. This way you can start him, like, instead of he's watching what are you doing and then attacking, then he can watch you. When is the treat coming? That is what we want to change. We want to change him from staring at you for seeing what you're doing to looking at you and waiting for the treat. That's what we want to change. And if you can remember to do that, put up a fence, get him in another room. If, for instance, you're in his ball is in here, in this room, and you need to go in there to get it, you go in there without looking at the ball, throwing some treats so he gets into the other room, putting up the fence, and then you can take his ball. But still, while you take his ball or whatever you need to do, good boy, and give him treats. That is how to build up, wow, she likes me. And she's not yelling at me. And she's giving me some delicious things. I think I can trust this woman. This is my mom. That's what we want to build. But it takes time. So please come to a consultation and I'll give you as many tools to change this as possible. 犬を理解しまして